Hey everyone, it's Take It Out on Thursdays, and it is November 21st, 2013, and this week, I guess we gotta talk about it, right? We gotta talk about this whole holiday season, this whole Thanksgiving, and what's been going on this month. I'm gonna save Thanksgiving for next week, because next week's Thanksgiving, it falls on Thursday. But today, I'm gonna talk about a couple of things that kind of surround Thanksgiving and the holiday season. Now, my friend brought it up to me that, there are these posts going on Facebook. I'm pretty sure you got a friend or someone out there doing that damn, I'm thankful for day whatever, 13, or it's November 12th, and I'm thankful for my postman, and I don't know. It's just every day they post something that they're thankful for. It's like, okay, we get it. We understand you're grateful and you're thankful for everything your family's ever done for you and for every person that's ever come in contact or graced you with their presence and all the hard times you got through. Like, if you weren't thankful for those things, like, what kind of person would you be, right? But my friend Mary did bring up a really good point, and I really like this view on this whole thing. She did say that, when we have failures in life, you can't blame anybody, right? It's called, you gotta take accountability for your actions, and I talked about accountability before in the previous weeks. And if you fail at something, it's your fault. It's only your fault. It's solely your problem why you failed. But when we succeed, it's a accumulation of everyone's help, and it was this person that got me there, and it was that person that got me there, and which I think, and she kind of opened my eyes to this, that why, if I fail, why shouldn't it be your fault? Maybe it's your fault I fucked up. Maybe it was your fault that I was late to the interview and I didn't get that job. Maybe it was the other person's fault because, I got fired or I failed that test. Or maybe I hung out with my friend that night, didn't get a lot of sleep, and then I just did horrible the next day on whatever the fuck it would have been the next day, right? So it just brings me to this whole thing, like, if you're going to be thankful for all these people and for all the successes in your life, then you should blame them for your failures, right? You should think about it that way. I'm not a fan of blaming other people for my failures, but what I will say is that when I succeed, I know it's a combination of things that add up to that point, right? If it wasn't for my mother reading to me when I was 5 years old, I wouldn't be able to read as well as I do today, which means I wouldn't be able to read that test that I took in college and graduate and got my degree and wouldn't have been able to do well on that interview some way, right? It's all this, this leading up to bullshit. I get it. I really get it. But when I get the promotion, it's because of how I work in that environment. If I get a really good job, it's because I did well throughout my schooling and my experience, and I got really good recommendations, and, I did really good at the interview, So there's only so many things that other people can do for you when you succeed at something, right? I'm pretty sure people are getting this. It's not going to be your mom that gets you that promotion. It's not going to be your boyfriend that, gets you into that school. I think that accountability has a negative connotation to it or a negative connection, because a lot of people think accountability means, well, when you fuck up, you take responsibility for it. Well, when you succeed, I really think that you should take responsibility for that and be proud of yourself and be thankful that you were the one that got you there. So I think people discredit themselves way too often. So this whole being thankful thing, I understand you're thankful, but, think about yourself. Be like, what, I'm thankful that I'm a fucking awesome person. I just want to take a break really quick and feature my plant. My mom gave me this plant, and this was in my car accident, and I replanted it. And I'm so happy. So hopefully it'll grow better, grow bigger. Another thing that's kind of surrounding this month is this holiday shopping. Now, I think the first week of November, Macy's made the announcement that they were going to open up at 8 p.m. on Thanksgiving. And a lot of people are like, oh my God, I can't believe this. This is crazy. They're going to open up on Thanksgiving Day and this is going too far. Now, okay, I've had a lot of talk about this to a lot of different people, and let's just be honest. We got ourselves to blame here, people. If you weren't the assholes lining up at midnight last year outside the stores, they wouldn't open earlier than midnight, okay? If you weren't that asshole a few years prior, lined up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning, they wouldn't be opening at midnight, okay? If no one friggin' showed up to shop right after Thanksgiving? You think the stores would be open, people? I think not. I really don't think so. People can sit there and complain about this whole store thing and how, they're ruining Thanksgiving, they're ruining, the holiday time that people have and the family time that people are supposed to have on holidays. But it's only because yourself. It's only because people are just being ridiculous at 6 in the morning. They're being ridiculous at 12. My sister, okay, I'm going to give her a shout out because I haven't mentioned her in a post in a while, okay? My sister, a few years ago, and I still lived in Buffalo, I think it might have been 2008, 2009, or whatever it was, I was home for Thanksgiving or Black Friday. My sister was like, hey, Amber, you want to go to Kohl's with me tomorrow for Black Friday? I'm like, yeah, I'd never done the Black Friday thing. I'm going to do it. And let me tell you, I did it and I'm never doing it again. We were outside of Kohl's at 4 a.m., okay? I was freezing my ass off. And I was like, I looked at my sister and I said, I'm never doing this again. Never doing that whole Black Friday thing. I felt like a complete idiot because I was waiting outside of a store in a line to get into the store. I'm not doing it ever again. I don't believe in that whole, I gotta get that sale. Trust me, there's not one item out there that great that's going to get me out of my bed at like 3, 4 in the morning, 2 in the morning. But then now, I'm not gonna, finish my Thanksgiving dinner and then run to the goddamn store. You're out of your goddamn minds, okay? So people, if you are protesting this whole Black Friday thing, kudos. Do not go shopping. Because if it all is based on numbers, okay? It's all based on business. If the trend is set that they are not making any money on Thanksgiving, do you think they'll be open next year on Thanksgiving? I think not. It's all based on numbers here. If the marketing people and the business people look at their numbers and they say, you know what? We're going to make more money if we open on this day because of such and such numbers or whatever, they follow the trend. If they're not going to make money, they're not going to waste the wage to have these stores open to pay these people who are, working in the stores. It all makes sense. So if you're doing that whole protest thing, more power to you. But at the same time, if you're complaining that they're opening the stores and you're like, oh my God, they opened the store on Thanksgiving and now I gotta go. No, you don't. Make the conscious decision not to go friggin' shopping on Thanksgiving. Like, come on here, people. I haven't even started shopping. I have not even started shopping because I think buying gifts is so stressful because I want to buy people I, care about and people I love a really good gift. So I don't want to buy them like, oh, here's a CD. Or, oh my God, here's another pair of socks or something stupid, My mom is done with Christmas shopping. My boyfriend said he started shopping yesterday. I am just so stressed about Christmas shopping. Like, I'm like, oh, what does my niece and nephew want? What does my youngest nephew need or whatever? So, but I guess that's my rant for this week. And next week, I shall see you guys on Thanksgiving. So until then, I'll see you guys around.